Hi, I'm Jennifer Hart. I work at William Morrow in the marketing department, and I am also known as the blogger Book Club Girl, so I talk about book club books a lot. And I have 4 books to tell you about today from our fall list. The first is The Whole Golden World by Christina Riggle. Christina is the author of the book Real Life and Liars, which was a book club favorite a few years ago. And in this new book, she really takes a step up in her writing and in her themes. This is a really intriguing story of a high school senior who embarks upon an affair with her teacher, and then tells the story of obviously what this does to her family, to her, to the teacher, and to the teacher's wife. The novel opens up at the trial of the teacher and with his victim sitting defiantly on his side, and then goes back to tell the story of what happened from the perspective of everyone involved. So this is Jodi Picoult territory, and it is handled so well with a lot for book clubs to discuss. And this is a paperback original, which will be on sale November 5th. Okay. Next is The House Girl by Tara Conklin. This came out in hardcover last fall to great acclaim. It was a #1 independent bookseller pick for the month when it was first published in hardcover. And this is a novel told in both the past and the present. In the past, we have the story of Josephine, who is a young slave who's working on a plantation that is pretty much going bankrupt. And her mistress is a very ill and possibly insane woman. And together, though, they paint. The mistress of the plantation aspires to be an artist, but Josephine really truly is an artist. So what happens to her paintings is part of the story, because through the years they're passed off as those of her master. In the present day, we have the story of Lena, who is a young attorney living in New York City. She is the daughter of artists and has been motherless since a very young age. She is assigned to a reparations case for slavery, and while working and researching the case, comes to learn about Josephine and these paintings, and in investigating their provenance, learns a lot about herself, and we kind of go back and forth in time and get the stories of both of these women as they're trying to find out who they are. So it's a really wonderful read, and also has a lot of themes that are great for book clubs. So this will be coming out in paperback on October 1st. Then we are so pleased at William Morrow to be welcoming Jocelyn Jackson to our family. She is the author of Gods in Alabama and several other books as well. And in this new novel, Someone Else's Love Story, she tells a really unique story. It opens up with a holdup in a Circle K store with a young mother, her very gifted, unique child, and a wounded man. And together, these 3 people find each other in this moment. And then the novel sort of proceeds from there, and you kind of find out how they're relating to each other in the present and all the things that have happened to them in the past that's made them who they are. It's an unexpected love story where what you think is going to happen is not necessarily what happens, and there's a lot of really wonderful themes about relationships between mothers and their children, their grown children, their grown mothers, and also husbands and wives, and forgiveness. So it's really, really wonderful, and we're really excited to welcome Jocelyn to our family. And this will be in hardcover in November. Okay. And lastly is The Tilted World, which is a really unique collaboration between Tom Franklin, who is an acclaimed author of the book, most recently, Crooked Letter, which book clubs fell in love with, and that propelled it onto bestsellerdom in paperback. And this time he's writing a novel with his wife, Beth Ann Fennelly, who is herself a poet. So the novel tells the story of a young couple in 1927 Mississippi during the time of the Great Flood, which to this day remains the biggest national disaster our country has known. And so we have the story of this young childless couple who are bootleggers, and then 2 lawmen who are sent to town by Herbert Hoover to try to find out what happened to 2 officers who have been investigating the bootlegging that's going on in the town. So it's a really amazing story of an orphan boy, a troubled uncle, a dangerous flapper, and the flood that really changed the people and the nation at the time. And it's a really unique collaboration having the 2 of them write together. Tom is known for his sort of more boy books, and I think Beth Ann brings a really sort of wonderful maternal instinct to this, which makes it really great for book clubs. And this will be in hardcover in the fall as well.